Good morning. So today on Coffee Talk, I already drank my coffee, that's the leftover. And I made coconut flour cookies because I had coconut flour. And I just came back from the farmer's market and picked up a bunch of beautiful tomatoes because our tomatoes are almost there. That's a tomato from the garden, but not quite yet, and I love tomatoes. So today I'm doing onions, tomatoes, and peppers, things for salad. And I thought we could talk a little bit more about relationships, soul connections, and stuff like that while we admire the different tomatoes. So we're all connected and we're all one on a soul level. But sometimes we meet people that we seem to have more of a connection with, and they feel strangely familiar and we feel drawn to them. And we want to call them as soulmates or twin flame, depending on what we feel. And it's because there's something in this person that we have lost within ourselves, and it's an invitation to explore through them these parts of ourselves that we have repressed and put in our shadow, maybe because in childhood they were deemed unacceptable, which does not mean that they would be bad. It could have been we were shamed for our sexuality or exuberance or our anger and not taught how to properly explore it. Look how beautiful. And this person that we feel drawn to seems to be able to express that certain quality in a natural way, and that's what draws us to them. But sometimes, like the emotional attraction is really strong, and it's like, oh my God, what's happening? And we have all these synchronicities and things. So it's good to explore it and always think like, what is it in that person that draws me in, and how can I bring out that quality in myself and make it more about you than about them. And just in general, when we find somebody that we admire, instead of being envious or jealous, think like, what is it that I admire about this person? Is it their qualities? Is it something that they possess? Do I want to be more like them in a certain way? And then develop that within yourself. And the more we know ourselves and the more of our parts we integrate, the closer we get to wholeness. And we can move from codependent relationships where we're waiting on somebody else outside of ourselves to fulfill our needs and make us feel in a certain way, to knowing what our needs are, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and having different ways to fulfill them for ourselves through activities that we do, hobbies that we pursue, following our passions, a job that is fulfilling and caters to that, personal relationships, not just intimate, but friendships that cater to that, alone time, meditation, exercise, and all kinds of stuff like that. And then the more we move into wholeness, we move from that space of fear, lack, limitation, and not enough, to enough and I'm whole and complete as I am, and I can always develop more qualities in myself and keep growing, but I love myself the way I am right now. These are different. They're first sauce, but you can eat them just the same. When we have a person that is more in their wholeness and a person who's still lacking a lot, only because they have not gone within to find that they're actually just the same, then this person gets drawn to this person, and it's like, I want you, I need you, be with me. And this person's like, wait a minute. I have my own stuff to do, so back off a little bit. And this person's like, something's wrong with me. What should I do? This person doesn't want me. And they keep focusing on this person that doesn't want them instead of wanting themselves, learning, growing, developing these qualities, and becoming the same. Not like the same as a person, but like becoming their whole self. And sometimes when we have two whole people, they can meet and they can be like, you're interesting. You're interesting. And then like they can talk and share, communicate what are their needs, wants, like are they attracted to one another? Is this a soul connection that is just, to support one another's growth and be a really good friendship? Can it be something more? And through proper communication, be like, okay, these are my dreams and goals. This is what I want to do. This is who I am right now. This is what I'm working on. And do you share a similar vision? And if you do, maybe we can move together for a little bit or a long bit, whatever happens. And then, you have these, and everybody just like, there's abundance. And if it's like, oh, you know what? I want to go this way and you want to go this way. So instead of clinging to one another and trying to make things fit when they don't, I'll keep going this way and meet another person. And you keep going your way and you could meet somebody else that fits you better. So this is moving from love, abundance, all possibilities are open, and just enjoying the experience for what it is and not having all of these expectations and, oh yeah, I just want to be friends, but you actually don't just want to be friends. But letting things naturally evolve and move, and taking the time to get to know someone, and through getting to know them, getting to know yourself better. So this is kind of what I think about relationships, and we can benefit so much from friendships and soul connections and spending time with ourselves, by ourselves, and getting to know ourselves better and working on our passions and having this full, exciting, rich life. The same way everything in nature is exciting and rich, and there's so many varieties. We have yellow onions and red onions and white onions, and we have all these different kinds of tomatoes and different kinds of heirloom tomatoes and different kinds of peppers. And when you go to Hawaii, there are all these different kinds of mangoes and avocados and peaches and apples. And this is what nature is all about: abundance and endless possibilities. And this is the energy of the fifth dimension, where there's so many possibilities, so many timelines to explore. So why limit ourselves, and why try knocking on a door that keeps not opening when we can just like go around and keep moving? Because it's just a door with empty space around it, not a wall. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these beautiful tomatoes. I'm going to enjoy eating some for breakfast right now. Have a wonderful day.